What's going on, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to another video. You can see we're out here with the KLR 650 and the X-Pro Storm DLX 250. I'm with my buddy Josh today. We're doing a little bit of micro camping on the dual sports. So let's see some trail footage. We'll walk you through our setup. We're gonna have a good time out here. You can see we've done a couple upgrades to the X-Pro since the last time it was on video. We've got some Kimimoto 24-liter saddlebags. Those have been really handy for putting the drone in, some camping equipment, spare tools, tire irons. We've also got our Kimimoto tool bag here, which is really handy. We've got our RAM mount, so you can put the phone, download some trail maps, even if we're offline. Josh also got some new Tusk soft-sided storage bags on the KLR. If you remember a couple of videos ago, he had a little spill and wrecked his Tusk hard aluminum bags or cases.
Little spill.
We've also got the KLR headlight protector, some pod lights, and it looks like he's also got a hard case here for putting a little bit of extra gear in. Anything else you think about, Josh?
Crash bars, crash bars, crash bars.
Yep, gotta have the crash bars. So you can see he's got some body armor on there, and unfortunately they don't make anything for the Storm, but I'm working on a custom luggage rack that'll add a little bit of protection to the back end here. So
well, you got enough crash protection on yourself, thankfully.
That's my full biker suit on today, so it's got the level 3 armor in it, as well as the heavy duty material, so it will prevent any road rash. All right, let's go ahead and make tracks. We just rolled over 790. We're about to hit 800, so the Storm's doing pretty decent. Yeah, me and Josh got a bet going that's not gonna last more than 3,000 miles, so we'll see. A little bit of a rough road, but the Storm's doing all right. That rear shock does a little bit better if it has some preload on it. It's actually riding better with a little bit of gear. Keeping it in second gear, doing a little bit of engine braking. It's early spring here. I think it's April 12th or 13th or something like that. Weather's pretty decent. Around 60 degrees is the high today, but it should be in the low 40s or maybe in the high 30s tonight. So we've got our Eno, and I've got my Snuggie and a blanket, so hopefully that keeps us warm. The storage space on this rig's a little bit limited, so I need to look into some better camping equipment just for the bike. I'll let you guys know what I decide on. Catch up with Josh here. He's riding a little bit harder than I am. We're just cruising. Watch these leaves. They're slicking it up out here. We're in the North Georgia mountains right now on a Forest Service road. I'm not sure the exact one, but it doesn't seem to be too well traveled, which is nice. A little bit off the beaten path. Back off of Josh a little bit so we don't get rooster tail all in our face. Go ahead and get in this other lane. Looking like a pretty nice little camp spot. What do you think? Yeah, it's nice. I like the grass.
I like the view.
Yeah, that's true.
The grass is nice too.
What do you think?
It's pathetic.
Yeah. Alright. Josh has got this fancy Garmin GPS here, so we're mapping out some spots. Trying to figure out a camping spot. Alright, we scoped out a few camp spots and we decided we're going to head back to the grassy area. So let's go ahead and get the rigs fired up and head that way. Definitely have a little bit better of a turning radius than Josh does on his KLR. He's been having a little bit of a hard time manhandling that thing through the woods here. It's a big bike, probably weighs about maybe 550 to 700, I'm not quite sure. Cruising in second gear here. Here's another shot of my Wanjing 11090s. And then we've got a 80-100 on the front. Nice stainless steel exhaust, powder coated engine case. I do want to find out some sort of situation for an air box, just because sometimes we do ride through a little bit of water. Kimimoto saddlebags. This does have LED turn signals and lights. The one thing I will say about it, the front headlights suck, so I'm gonna have to get some sort of light bar or something for that. All right, let's get a little camp tour going here. Of course, we got the X Pro Storm. We got a cool vintage retro 80s hammock to match the livery on the bike, which is nice. Got my gear pack with my hydration sack in there. Straw ran through, and someone even left a couple nails in here, so I got somewhere to hang my riding gear. Josh brought his little ultralight camp chair. Unfortunately, I forgot mine. And we've got Josh's set up here. He's rocking the Eno Housefly, and he's got the Eno double nest with a quilt under the bottom for a little bit of added warmth. All right, the ceremonial lighting of the fire has begun with Josh, the double-fisted bandit. It's looking pretty nice. Got a lot of nice bone-dry wood with some kindling in there. Should take off pretty decently. We had a little streak of redneck ingenuity and found this burn barrel laying out in the woods. As you can see, it's forming an infernal vortex in there, which is going to be really helpful for keeping the heat in and also preventing the risk of a forest fire. So we got the fire cranking and our little burn barrel, and it's going good. Except Josh is still working on processing the firewood and spilling his beers. You're cut off.
I bought the shit.
All right, well, fair enough.
To consolidate space on the bike, but still be able to process firewood, I came across this on Amazon. It's literally like a chainsaw blade with handles. And it's exhausting, but it gets the job done. So let's see what we can do here. Hopefully I can get this chunk of wood. I'd like to process it up there and bring it back down. And I think that would probably last us a good little while. Obviously, this has been hanging and off the ground, so it's dry. This is what you want to look for.
You're out here. All right, ready? Go.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
There she goes.
Don't buy this stupid shit.
An Appalachian lumberjack, the last of the dying breed. Falling some trees.
Look how much fucking sawdust I have in my head.
Got our little hobo fire, a little bit of dad rock, and the moon is a full moon tonight, just peeking over the hills.